Probably one of the most exciting parts of the Seder is the breaking of the matzah. I remember as a kid, we would measure it, would make a whole thing. Okay, we're gonna break it, and my father would go and break it. And I try to do the same thing with my kids. Make a whole thing out of it. Okay, everybody, let's ready, on your mark. And we crack it. And okay, which one's bigger, which one's smaller? Of course, we have to save the bigger one for the afikoma, and the small one stays at the table. And it's very exciting, and it definitely gets the kids involved, and that is one of the reasons why we do it. But let's dig a little deeper. What was some of the significance? What are we supposed to take away from the breaking of the matzah? And then leaving the smaller half at the table and taking the bigger one and saving it for the afikoman. There's many different ideas. I want to share with you a beautiful thought. And it goes like this. The matzah, as we know, has two functions. On one hand, we call it lechem oni, the poor man's bread. Halachmania, this is the poor man's bread, reflecting the suffering of the Jewish people. On the other hand, the matzah represents God taking us out of Egypt. B'chipazon, quickly, God saved us, referring to freedom. So matzah has this dual, thing that we have to think about. So what we do is, in the beginning of the Seder, we take the middle matzah, for other reasons why the middle matzah, but not for now. We take the middle matzah, we break it in half, and we're showing that we are doing an action of recognition that, yes, we're taking the smaller matzah and keeping here the poor man's bread, but that same matzah is what's going to turn into freedom later on, the afikoma. It's referring to the end of days, the end of the Seder. That same matzah, which represents the Korban Pesach, that's what we eat it for. Right? The redemption comes from understanding our suffering. There's many other ideas similar to that. That's why we have pain in the Seder night. We dip the karpas in salt water, the vegetables in salt water. We talk about the slavery. It's our freedom, for God's sakes. Why are we talking about slavery? Because the redemption comes from understanding that we're in slavery. If we don't understand that we're in hardship right now, we can never get to redemption. If we think everything's hokey-dokey, everything's fine, we can never have redemption. So we take the same matzah and break it in half. We say we understand that part of it right now we're in suffering, we're in pain, we're in exile. We keep it at the table, but we understand that through knowing that, we can finally reach the redemption of the afikoman. So let's understand this is part of the essence of the whole Seder, teaching us this important lesson that for us to reach redemption, we have to understand that we're in exile. Wishing everyone a beautiful day.